It's summer and we're out here in these streets. July was the month of travel and perfumes and travel. I was spraying it down and getting on airplanes, and I captured it all over on TikTok. You should follow me. I captured it on TikTok, but so many of you aren't over there. Just in case you don't watch shorts either, what I've done is I've rounded up some of my favorite reviews, some of my favorite posts from the month of July, a couple of them from June, from the month of July, and I've put them in this video for you to see. If you like shorter reviews, you will see them here. There are things I liked, things I absolutely didn't, and just random opinions I had about perfume that needed to be said online. They didn't, but I said them anyway, and they're here to come. So stick around if, you know, you like a roundup like the rest of us, because fun.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride.
Hi, I'm Janique, and I love a good compilation because the way my attention span is set up, I prefer a bite-sized chunk, prefer it quick and dirty. I don't want to be in it too long, even though I'm a talker. You know what? Contradictions. That's what life is all about. Anyway, this is about to be a lot of fun. Promise. So you should subscribe right now. You don't have to wait. You don't have to wait. Now, subscribe. Anyway, you should also be aware I'm a little bit of a cursor. So if you are offended by that shit, this is not the video for you. I didn't even realize how much I say the word fuck until I went through this video and I was like, fuck. That's a lot.
And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it.
And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and
Don't you just hate when you sample a perfume and then you find out the cost of a full-size bottle is something stupid like $600-700 and you're like, fuck you, but also you're amazing. Like you are, you know, in a dilemma all of a sudden. So I tried House of Sillage's Whispers of Truth, and can I just say, love, not like, love, hardcore, low-key obsessed with this. It is citrus, caramel, and a little bit of moss, but mostly like very tart citrus. We got all the citrus in here, and it is so sharp and fresh, tart at the same time. It is so addictive. It is so beautiful. The caramel helps to bring everything together, smooth everything out. The greenness, the wateriness from the moss is also really lovely. This is a fantastic fragrance. I go onto the website because, oh my god, I need to have this. I'm obsessed. And it costs like $600-700, and I'm like, you just gonna charge rent for a bottle of perfume? And apparently they will, and I guess somebody buys it because, you know, it still exists. But I will just say, this is a beautiful citrusy fragrance that I wish somebody would dupe so I could get it into my collection, because I'm never gonna buy the original, but oh my god, it's fucking amazing. Yeah. I almost never wear Yellow Dream from the Donna Born in Roma line because it's the weakest of the bunch. Not when you have the intense version out here just rocking all our worlds, but there's something about the height of summer when it's hot as fuck out that the simplicity of the lemon and the rose and the musk all together just feels right and just perfectly appropriate for that kind of weather. And so I'm excited to be wearing this right now because it's 30 degrees out and it's nasty, but this helps. It smells good, it performs well, and it just develops beautifully in the heat in a way that it just doesn't when it's cold out. So before I have to retire this shit until next year, I'm gonna enjoy wearing this, and maybe you will too.
You want something, go get it. Period.
I'm on vacation, and the first fragrance I'm going to be wearing for day one is Coral Fantasy from the Donna Born in Roma line. I am such a fan of this one. It's so like sweet and tropical smelling. It's a little bit musky, a little bit floral, but it's mostly sweet fruit. It's kiwi and it's orange, just coming together with a little bit of musk to help balance it out. It is not the fragrance with like the most dimension, but it smells yummy. And one thing I want to do when I'm on vacation is smell yummy as fuck. So this is day one, perfume one, and we have several days to go, but happy vacation to me, and I'm excited to be wearing this one on day one. Yeah. I'm constantly trying to turn my family into fragrance lovers, and they don't want to pay me any mind. I'm saying I want to be able to talk perfumes with y'all because it is so exciting. Anyway, one of my strategies, because I'm smart, got a bunch of these like little minis from Amazon, and I filled them up with fragrances that run like a pretty wide range, and I'm sending this to my sister in the mail to be like, hey bitch, try these, and maybe you'll find a gem. Maybe you'll figure out you actually like gourmands or you like green scents, because like I know deep down she wants to be into this with me so we can share this together, and I'm going to help her along as if it's my fucking job. I mean, it is. I'm a big sister. What else am I here for if not to put her on game? I'm excited. It's day 2 of my vacation here in Las Vegas, and today I wore a juicy apple from Guerlain. So sweet, yummy, very fruity, very sweet. If you love a candy smelling fragrance, this is a fantastic one of my favorites from Guerlain, to be honest. And I'm going back out. It's about 9 p.m. and I figure I'm going to layer it with Jimmy Choo I Want You Forever. This is like a cherry fragrance. It's a lovely one. I'm such a fan of the I Want You Forever line. I mean, they don't really smell alike. They don't really go together. I guess one is for day and one is for night. I don't know. But you put the darker, deeper fragrance on the bottom, and then you layer the juicy apple on top, and you smell like a juicy fruit. So yeah, that is me. I'm about to fuck up these streets. My most complimented fragrance of my vacation so far has shocked me, and it's been Valentino's Donna Born in Roma Coral Fantasy. Did not see that coming. I wore this on Tuesday and I got like 6 different compliments from random dudes stopping me on the street to tell me how great I smelled. I was so surprised because even though I know it's like a really good smelling fragrance, very tropical, sweet, I've never thought of it as like a high compliment getter because I don't have a full-size bottle. I don't wear it all the time. I usually only wear it on vacation, but now I've been convinced I need a full-size bottle. So let's get into how the compliments came flowing in on Tuesday when I wore this fragrance and how it just does not compare to anything else I've been wearing this week. So I am walking through the sort of lobby area of my hotel and 2 guys overtake me and they're like, we've been walking behind you for a while. We just gotta say you smell so good. And I was like, oh, thank you. And I keep going. I'm walking through the door. I'm walking out of the building. Somebody's coming in. They hold the door for me and dude is like, yo, you smell so good. And I'm like, thank you. And I keep going, and as I'm walking around and like seeing the Vegas Strip, I have multiple people stop me and tell me how good I smell, including the waiter at the restaurant I grab lunch, and I am just shocked by all of that. I wore Juicy Apple by Guerlain yesterday in the daytime. I got 1 compliment all day. I mean, I'm grateful, thank you. And in the evening, I layered it with Jimmy Choo I Want You Forever cherry fragrance. And again, 1 compliment, thank you. But it just does not compare to how many people approached me while I was wearing Coral Fantasy. So yeah, you can never guess what these dudes are going to love. And apparently they love Coral Fantasy. Who knew?
Get back in church, remember we took it at first, and don't you forget it. Got you a whip, then you got back on your shit. I had to tell Eric, go get it.
On the nose, this perfume should be right up my alley, but it misses every single mark. It doesn't hit any of them, and I'm gonna let you know why. It's Creed's Aqua Florentina. It's supposed to be green apple and grapefruit, fresh bergamot, lemon, rose, cedar, sandalwood. It sounds good, doesn't it? It doesn't smell like that. It doesn't smell like those things. First of all, they tricked us about the apple. There's no apple. I go out looking for apple fragrances, and there is no apple in this. There isn't even the bergamot they promised us, even though there are 2 different kind of bergamots listed. Fuck that shit. It is candy sweet lemon. Do I want that on my body? Not really. No, but the rose is fresh, it's green, it's young, it offers a nice counterpoint. It helps to balance out that piercing sweet lemon. And then we get this milder, fresher, sweet grapefruit, which is nice. It doesn't smell like grapefruit the fruit. It smells almost like grapefruit soda. So there's something very synthetic about it, but the grapefruit is nice and this is fizzy, it's light. What was most promising but most aggravates me about this fragrance is the cedar. Here's the thing, it's like you get an echo of a cedar. Like you get an element of darkness. Like you can almost sense that it's almost there, but it's barely there. In order to make it a feminine fragrance, they've kind of moved around the depth of the cedar and given us just this light, almost ambergris version of cedar that kind of smells like a little bit of pepper in it, and it's disappointing because the fragrance doesn't do anything but give us sweet lemon and never really juxtaposes that shit. So yeah, Aqua Florentina by Creed. I don't know who this is for and who enjoys this. Let me know if you do, because it It's like a too expensive, cheap smelling fragrance in the most aggravating way. But Creed usually does right by me, so I'm gonna forgive her for this. Aqua Florentina, a complete miss. That's it. Why, but Guerlain fragrances always feel like the epitome of luxury, and maybe that just signals how basic I am. But every single time I've ever been to a Guerlain store, or every time I use a Guerlain fragrance, every time I say Guerlain, I feel classy AF. And so here we are. I'm here talking about Mon Guerlain Intense, which again, who hasn't tried this? But if you haven't, you should go out and try it. It's so good. So it's a vanilla fragrance, but not your basic everyday vanilla fragrance. It's a Guerlain vanilla fragrance, which makes it better. It makes it better. Anyway, so you have lavender in the opening and you smell it, that soapiness, that freshness. But you have a couple types of vanilla in here, which makes it wonderful. And then in the base, we get some licorice, some benzoin, some woods. So you have this like thickness about it and this woodiness and this richness that makes this the perfect fragrance for cooler temperatures. Not that you can't wear it whenever you feel like it, but there's something about wearing Mon Guerlain Intense at night when it's cool out that makes you feel like you should be wearing like a midi dress and heels. It just feels classy. But then Guerlain feels classy. I just had to say it. I hate aldehydes. I don't see the point of perfume smelling soapy. You know, I want perfume to smell like perfumes or food. Both are better than soapiness. So when I saw that Maison Margiela, the late Sunday morning, had aldehydes in it, I thought it's going to be terrible. But basically what I've learned over time is that Maison Margiela does aldehydes in a way that I not only can tolerate, but enjoy. Their Sailing Day fragrance is a fantastic summer fragrance. Anyway, we are talking rose fragrances. This is a rose fragrance that you show up and you're not really looking for rose, you're looking for freshness, and the rose just adds a little bit of sophistication. So mostly what you're getting here is fresh, bright, open, sunny. It feels like you are in Nantucket for the summer in a crisp white button down. That's the energy and the vibe this fragrance gives. Lady Sunday Morning is such an apt name for this fragrance. So if you are looking, say you love the clean girl aesthetic, I don't know. If you like something fresher, lighter, airier, nothing too intense, but you want a little bit of an edge, a little bit of sophistication and dimension to your fragrance, you might be interested in Lazy Sunday Morning because it gives all that and then some. So check it out if you're looking for something like that. Welcome to my masterclass on layering fragrances, and today we're tackling deep dark woods. Now, I bought Swiss Arabian's Noora because everybody said it was a honey fragrance. It is not a honey fragrance. It is a woody fragrance, something like ebony with 8 hoops of honey in the back. You can barely smell the honey. Even when it dries down, you can barely smell the honey. So how do you get this to work if you don't like a unisex or masculine fragrance? I got answers. No. You might think you would add sweet fruit to it. No, it cannibalizes the fruit. The fruit disappears. You might think really straightforward, simple, like vanilla, something that is really squeaky clean, to the point, not too over the top. It also cannibalizes just sort of really flat, basic, gourmand smells. What you need in the number 3 position, we're going to work to number 1, is something like Nebras, like really heavy gourmand with a lot of thickness, something with really heavy vanilla, not squeaky clean vanilla, heavy tonka, something like that, something that has a lot of body and creaminess to it to really soften the edges of that woody fragrance. You can also go with something green like this, something with patchouli in the base. Now patchouli is like Muhammad Ali, right? It's coming to fight, and even a deep dark wood like ebony is sometimes no match for a powerhouse dirty fucking patchouli. And so you can layer something that's heavy on the patchouli with a dark, deep, woody fragrance, and the patchouli is going to help balance everything out. Or at the very least, they'll settle well together and like compromise in a way that makes the fragrance smell good. So these two together, for example, essentially smell like Chloe Nomad Absolute. So this fragrance has a flanker that has like a deeper, darker, woodier, greener version. You don't get the greenness when you put these two together, but you do get a woodier version, which is really, really nice. Now, my favorite thing to come to wear it with is something like this, which is a soft floral. This is a peony fragrance, Vera Wang print. It has some fruit in there, some soft sweet fruit like pear, and it's just a very light fragrance. Now, you wouldn't think this would be any match for something like a ebony fragrance. Like, you would think it wouldn't work, but it does. And here is why. A lot of soft florals, think peony, iris, violet, heliotrope, even magnolia, are textural more. They are like a scent, right? They have particular textures, like opening up pockets of air in a fragrance. And peony, for example, is what I call a fragrance that a note that adds like a romantic filter over fragrances. Like, it makes everything sort of hazy and soft. And when you add that to a woody fragrance, that's exactly what it does. It makes everything really like soft and just easier to take, makes it more feminine just because of the texture alone. And so yeah, try a soft floral next time you have a too woody fragrance and see if it works. My love language is you telling me how good I smell. So I meet up with friends that I've known for years, and I roll up wearing L'Empire Trees 3 from Dolce & Gabbana, just feeling myself smelling amazing. And the first thing they say is, oh my God, you smell so good. And I was like, I love you too, basically. I told you it was fun. I told you those videos were going to be a vibe. You are welcome. I hope you stuck around to the end. If you did, thank you. I appreciate that. Anyway, I didn't make a compilation video for the month of June because I didn't post in June. I was being lazy. But in July, I show the fuck out. And I posted a bunch, and I get to share it with you now. And I hope you enjoyed that, because I enjoyed making the videos, I enjoyed posting the videos, and I enjoyed doing this intro and outro. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do the things, show me a little bit of love because you think I'm adorable, helpful, and know shit about perfumes. Yes. Anyway, come back for the next one because, you know, more fun stuff to come. Bye, y'all.
Baby, you're the one and only. Baby, you've been on my mind. You know you don't have to be lonely. You can come and take my